You know when people will always say, let's dive into it, this show is a literal depiction of that. Because tell me why the first episode completely set the tone and showcased the brutality of the series in one go. The opening scene and the fight sequence that followed suit was so top notch that I didn't need any other thing to have me hooked in this show. And not just the flashy fight scenes, the abilities the characters possesses in this show are entirely different and unique from your average superpowers abilities we see in characters from other shows. That on its own is why I adore this series so much. The Mighty Nein is an adult animated adaptation of the early acts of Critical Role's second Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I don't know what the fuck that is because I have never played it before, and if you have played the game, yeah, you guys are eating because this was really well done. The show follows a chaotic group of misfits whose adventures slowly uncovers a threat that could change the world forever. The show delivers strong character work, unending great fight scenes, and an overall story that keeps you locked in from start to finish. The characters are well written and executed. I loved watching how this mix of outcasts came together and gradually formed a solid team, just from being literal strangers at a carnival. In a nutshell, I feel like season 1 is essentially about how this group came to be, because the last member of the team didn't join until the literal last episode of this season. I kept wondering, is she actually with the team, or am I bugging because she's clearly on the cover art of the series as part of the team? So where has she been all this while? But then the way the writers pair them all up is just so smart and fun. Getting people with such widely different backgrounds and personalities to work together in a way that feels natural is a no small feat, and the show pulled it off beautifully. We also get a strong sense of who these characters are, their past, their motivations, and what their lives look like beyond the group. Although on that note, there were times I was confused on who the main character of the show is. We focused on Bo for a while, and then we moved to Caleb, and for me, those two received the most attention when compared to the others. I was questioning who the main character of the story is among them, but then I guess there is no main character, as all of them had significant role to play in the overall story. The side characters were just as engaging, with storylines that were compelling and at times heartbreaking. What they had going on with Essek was frustrating, to be honest, and Caleb's backstory is also heartbreaking. I can't wait to see what the show has for us in next season and how they'll go about the whole story they started in season 1. The series had 8 solid hour-long episodes filled with an engaging adventures. Prime Video really delivered a strong first season with this one. The animation was decent and consistent, which made me wonder why Invincible, with the amount of success it has, still struggles with animation consistency, while less popular shows like this manages to be consistent with solid animations. I just can't wrap my head around it, guys. If you made it to this level of the video, you are the real MVP. I really appreciate you watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. If you hadn't noticed, this video was a cutout from my previous video where I ranked my top 10 best animated shows to come out in 2025. I just felt the need to single out Mighty Nein and share for you guys again, for some of you that haven't seen the video. But if you haven't watched the video, just go see it. Is on my channel. You know how this works. Okay, so yeah, on that note, I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.